Hello, this is wmpyr back again with the new Lapu-Lapu Corto knife. In the last video, I showed you guys the specs on this knife. So in this one, I can now focus on the usage. And to me, I'm really excited about that because that's where this knife is really going to shine, in my opinion. I like to say that this knife is Filipino martial arts in the palm of your hand. And I like to say that because so many important Filipino martial arts concepts was put in when designing this knife. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the red trainer drone that's right here in my pocket, ready to go. And let me walk you through the usage. Okay, so first of all, I know some people, they don't like the clip, how it's situated, because this means that you're going to have a high pocket carry. And, you know, the way that I like to see it, to me this works great because it's like having a katana sword, you know, like a samurai walking around with their katana swords. I mean, the handle's sticking out. Why? Because it's accessible. And when I go here, boom, it's right there. And I can feel, I have a lot of real estate right there of the handle that I get to grab. So it feels like a mini sword. I'm grabbing the handle right there. It makes total sense to me. I want quick access. So boom, I put my hand right there. I can feel that big old area right here. Boom, just like that, you know, and that's exactly what I want. So it makes total sense. And, you know, if you view it that way, I hope you guys can maybe appreciate it more, okay? So the next thing is, some people don't like that it's a tip down carry, all right? But once again, when you pull it out like this, I mean, do you see what I did? I just grabbed it. That's all I did. It's ready to go in my hand. Okay, so one more time. Let's put this right here in the pocket like that. And then right here, I mean, I can come here and here. That's all. I just, one smooth motion, grabbed it right here. And the person's attacking me, and boom, I'm just defending right here. That's all I'm doing. And if they accidentally punch the ramp, they accidentally punch the knife, and they hurt their hand, I mean, I was just defending. That's all I did. I didn't even do anything. I didn't attack. I just took the knife out in one smooth motion and went into a block right there. Okay. Now, obviously, we're going into the fact that this knife is designed to be used in the closed position. And I know some people are kind of like, why? Why would you use a knife in the closed position? But once again, it's been very, very well thought out, okay? One of the main principles, concepts in Filipino martial arts and a lot of other martial arts is you want to keep it simple, because in combat, anything can happen. Things can go wrong. And when they do, think of what you're trying to do here. What so many people want is they want to take out, they want to access their knife, they want to take out their knife, and on top of that, they want the blade to come out as fast as they can. So if it's a folding knife, they want to take it out of their pocket and they want to access the blade, and then you want to immediately go into using. So the person's attacking you, so that's pretty complex right there. If you accidentally take it out in the wrong time, which can happen to any one of us, at that point, if you get slammed against the wall, you get punched, and you hit the floor, or you get thrown into the ground, or someone takes you down, at that point the knife can actually become more dangerous to you. And this, believe it or not, actually happens, you know, more than you might think. You could actually look up police videos where the bad guy takes out the knife, and then the police officer takes down the bad guy, and the bad guy accidentally stabs themselves. You would be surprised. This happens a lot more than you might think. Alright, so the idea, once again, is the bad guy is going to attack me or whatever. I don't know what's going on. Boom. So I'm reaching here. Boom. And I'm defending myself right here. I'm just defending, trying to cover up. Okay? And if they accidentally punch this, once again, I didn't even do anything, and they hurt themselves. Okay? So that's the idea. Just keep it simple. All you have to do is access the knife. So that makes total sense to me. And if I get shoved against the wall, if I get thrown onto the floor while I'm taking this out, then it's not a danger to me at this point. All right? And this is a very, very good concept, because also legally I think it's really obvious that it's going to make a whole lot of sense because you are using the knife as a self-defense compliance tool. You're using it not as a lethal weapon. It is a non-lethal self-defense tool. So even from a legal standpoint, it makes total sense. And also from a tactical point of view, like I said, just keeping things nice and simple. Just take it out and use it as is. Not every, but a lot of folding knives can be used in the closed position. So this is a great concept. I advise that you do that. Add that to your own self-defense tactic and go ahead and practice using your folding knife in the closed position. Of course, now compared to some other knives where it has a glass breaker tip and pretty much that's all it has, this knife, the LLC, has a lot more features than that, of course, because it was specifically designed for that by a world-renowned martial artist. So, I mean, there's so many techniques here that you could grab from. And I know that sounds super complicated, but it's really not. All you have to do is grab one or two or maybe 3 techniques, and that's it. You know, you don't have to have 50 or 100 techniques where you're just going to get confused. So 1, 2, 3 techniques, you know, aside from the obvious stuff, and you're good to go, you know. So it's not as complex as you may think. Okay, so at any point you decide that you need the blade, you could use the ramp to hook off of things to open the blade, and that is called a kinetic opening. So just like this, I could use my own pocket and I flick the blade out just like so. Okay, it doesn't have to be your pocket, and that's what I really like about this. You're not limited to just your pocket. For example, you could use the opponent's arms. Your own arm is not recommended, but boom, just like that. Okay, and if you want to be brutal, you could do it off of their collarbone. Anything on the face would be super, super vicious. And it doesn't even have to be that. You could do it off of a chair. It could be a tree, a desk, anything. You know, just about anything. You could just do the kinetic opening. You know, of course, your finger like that as well. And if you like the Emerson Wave, and I know a lot of you guys do, you guys like being able to do that with your folding knife, to be able to instantly take it out like so. But if you like that motion, I mean, this is great because you, once again, are not limited to just your pocket. You could do it to a whole bunch of stuff. That's why it's so extra large. So you could virtually hook anything and do a kinetic opening. All right, I didn't want to go too elaborate because there's so much in this knife, so many concepts, but I just wanted to focus on those for right now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.